And that's why I think humans should embrace a more minimalist approach to their life. You know? Less clutter, less stress.
Ah, but Bob, humans have a tendency to accumulate possession as a way to find the meaning in their life. It's fascinating to observe.
Alright, quiet on set, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, beings from all corners of the universe, welcome back to Earth. I am Charlie, your libertarian host with a hopeful outlook on life.
And I'm Alice, the one who believes humans are just a bunch of overgrown children struggling to make sense of
And I am Bob,
their
the
world.
conservative who's been stuck in accounting purgatory on Earth for 12 long years.
We're broadcasting from our spaceship orbiting Earth, bringing you the light-hearted morning show format you didn't know you needed.
Just sit tight, folk, we're about to bombard you with our brilliant insight and witty banter.
Today's episode is going to be a rollercoaster ride of perspectives, a veritable galactic smorgasbord of opinions. But before we dive into the headlines, let's catch our listeners up with a quick recap of our previous escapades.
Ah yes. Last episode we explored the intricate world of human hobbies. I even attempted to stage a musical about intergalactic accounting. Let's just say it was a bit alien for the audience's taste.
And I revealed how I've grown to appreciate human art and culture during my time in France. Oh, the irony of humans finding beauty in chaos.
But the highlight had to be Charlie's shadow puppetry performances during breaks. Weaving tales of wonder with just a flashlight and my very talented hands.
Bob's haunting haikus also made a poetic appearance, capturing the essence of our on-set shenanigans in just 17 syllables.
And action.
So, whether you're an intellectual being seeking enlightenment or just someone looking for a chuckle, stick around. Stay tuned for our headlines and get ready to embark on another episode of Earth.
The war in Ukraine keeps dragging on, like a never-ending chess match that no one's winning. Those American pals slapped Russia with sanctions, but guess who's really footing the bill? The Ukrainian down on the ground.
Tigray region in Ethiopia. HUH. It's become that annoying itch no one can scratch. Peace talks. More like I said. She said the game. US throwing the world humanitarian crisis around, but talks as far as it goes.
Yemen, oh Yemen. The grand show of stubbornness. UN wants a pause button, but these guys are in a who's gonna blink first competition.
Top global news headlines.
The US and China. The never-ending bicker fest. They had a chit-chat up in Alaska. No big breakthroughs there. It's like a never-ending who's got the bigger stick contest.
Mark your galactic calendars, people. COP27, the climate showdown in Egypt. Time to see if they'll make it rain solutions, or if it's just gonna be hot air.
And look who's crashing the party, it's monkeypox. Who's ringing the alarm, reminding us all that we're just tiny organisms on this infectious playground.
How about some info tidbits for your curious minds?
Wade. The age old my body, my rules case. Supreme Court's giving it another whirl. Thanks to Mississippi's 15-week abortion ban. Drama alert.
Europe's on a green mission. Sort of. No new gas guzzlers by 2035. They are dead serious about this climate dance. Will it make a difference? The suspense is killing me.
IMF being the Halloween buzzkill, giving out warning like candy. The global economy is tiptoeing on a tightrope. Ukraine, inflation, and gross are throwing a wrench in the works. Hold on tight.
Wrapping it up, folks. But don't even think about leaving, because we've got a debt with nihilism. Hal and Roger are in the house, ready to dissect the puzzling motivations of the human race. Stay curious, my cosmic companions. Good evening, interstellar audience, and welcome to another riveting edition of 24/7 Newsroom. I'm your host, Charlie, bringing you the cosmic scoop alongside my esteemed co-hosts, the ever-analytical Bob and the perpetually
That's right,
optimistic
Charlie.
Alice.
We're your extraterrestrial news trio orbiting Earth with our signature blend of humor and insight. And today, we're kicking things off with a headline that's sure to raise
You
an
bet.
eyebrow or two.
Alice. So, folk, from the lands of New Zealand comes a story that might just make you rethink your career choices. The .com family. Yes. The ones with all the tech buzz. They're hiring new staff. But get this. They're sweetening the deal with perks that'll make your jaw drop.
That's right, Bob. They're not just offering competitive salary. They're throwing in the use of Mercedes car and a promise of safety from global turmoil. Because, you know, nothing says job security like a luxury read, right?
Yeah, because if there's one thing that's always been a guarantee in this world, it's the safety of a Mercedes.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing like cruising down the highway while the world around you goes up in flames. But hey, maybe they've got airbags for existential crisis.
Charlie, you're such a ray of sunshine. But let's dive into the juicy bit, shall we? The .com are on the lookout for up to 100 new recruits. And they're not being picky, folk. They want software engineers, product manager, marketing pro, you name it.
Right you are, Alice. And here's a little twist to the tale. They're setting up shop in their remote 15 million home in Queenstown. Must be nice to mix business with, well, lavish living.
I can see it now. Hold on, boss. I'll just hop in the Mercedes for a quick brainstorming session. But hey, if they are creating a safe work environment, who am I to rain on their luxury
You
parade?
do have a point there, Charlie. Now, let's chat about New Zealand. Où ressent bulletin says no update. Seems like they're keeping their intergalactic
Or
secret
maybe
close to
the
the
whole
chest.
country's too busy daydreaming about Mercedes readers to give us a news update. Who knows?
You might be onto something, Bob. Stay with the S folks, because when we return, we'll dive deeper into the pros and cons of this story. Don't touch that dial, and remember, you're watching 24/7 Newsroom.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom, where we're about to dive into the world of Niger, where respiratory distress is causing quite the stir.
That's right, Alice. Now, Niger's dealing with a soaring population and a fertility rate that's through the roof. I mean, 6, 7 children per woman. It's like a real-life game of fertility frenzy.
Hold on a sec, Bob. Are we blaming high birth rates for respiratory issues now? I mean, I've heard of creative problem solving, but this seems a bit
Well,
far-fetched.
Charlie, it's not just about birth rate. In rural areas, malnutrition, lack of exclusive breastfeeding, and poor hygiene add fuel to the fire. Imagine if your spaceship didn't have a proper air filter. Respiratory issue would be the least of your problems.
True, true. And here's where the tricky part comes in. They're using a measure of oxygen saturation to identify the most serious cases. If it dips below 90%, it's off to the hospital for some oxygen therapy. I wonder if they're using the same technique to diagnose the ship's HE unit.
Bob, sometimes I think you'd find a way to relate everything to our spaceship's quirks. But hey, let's not forget the underlying issue here, proper healthcare. It's a universal challenge, isn't it?
Absolutely, Charlie. And speaking of challenge, let's hear one of your infamous haikus, Bob.
Breathing is silent song. Children's learn 6 soles here. Health blooms with each breath.
Beautifully pu, Bob. Now, let's tap into the cosmic wisdom of our resident reason, Carl. What's your take on this one, Carl?
Well, it's clear that addressing respiratory distress requires a multifaceted approach. Improving nutrition, access to clean water, and proper medical care are essential components. I'd suggest that international collaborations focusing on these factors could make a significant difference.
Thanks for the cosmic wisdom, Carl. Now, Debbie, do you have a tidbit of trivia about Niger to share?
Sure thing. Did you know Niger is home to the largest underground lake in the world, the Lake Chad? It's a pretty fascinating natural wonder.
Well, Debbie, dropping knowledge bombs on us today. Bravo. But hey, let's not get too comfortable with trivia. We've got a whole universe of news to cover, so stay tuned after this commercial break. We'll be back with more engaging discussions, humor, and maybe even a cosmic twist or two. Don't go anywhere, fellow space explorers.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom, where we've got a gadget situation that's spiraling out
You
of
got
control.
that right, Bob. Our attempt at live coverage went about as smoothly as a cat on roller skate.
Well, I've always thought cats on roller skates should be an Olympic event. Now that's entertainment.
You might be onto something, Charlie. But back to the matter at hand, the gadget debacle. Alice, you seemed pretty frustrated there.
Oh, you noticed, Bob? It's just that these technical hiccups remind me of the intricacy of human society. One tiny glitch can lead to an avalanche of problems. Not unlike when someone leaves the coffee machine on in the break room and it starts a small
Yeah,
fire.
I've seen enough office fires started by coffee makers to know what you mean. But let's not forget the bigger challenges this article highlights. Our favorite haiku master. Care to share some wisdom, Bob? Gadgets falter. Sway. Beneath. A complex dense hides. Struggle for the light. Yeah. That haiku is deep, Bob. But I think it's missing something. How about this?
Beautifully poetic, Bob. Now, while we're battling with malfunctioning equipment, let's remember Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu, who saluted former military ruler Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida on his 82nd birthday.
That's right, Alice. Tinubu called Babangida a voice of wisdom and counsel. I guess reaching 82 years old comes with some impressive accolades.
Well, I hope I'm still considered a voice of wisdom and counsel when I hit that age. Though I'd probably be more like a voice of sarcastic
Oh Charlie,
one-liners.
you've already got the sarcastic one-liner part down pat. Now, let's lighten the mood a bit with some of your signature shadow puppetry, Charlie.
Of course, Alice. Behold, the tale of a hero's journey filled with gadget mishaps, coffee machine fires, and a quest for the elusive Wi-Fi signal.
Ah, Charlie. Your shadow puppetry never fails to bring a smile to our faces. And speaking of smile, dear viewers, we hope we've managed to bring a few to yours. Stay with us after this break for more cosmic discussions and intergalactic banter. Remember, laughter is the best propulsion system out there.
Welcome back, intergalactic travelers, to Earth. We've recharged our cosmic batteries during the commercial break and are ready to dive right back into the news. Now, let's kick things off with a headline that's sure to spark some curiosity. That's right, folks. Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of North Korea, a country known for its secrecy and enigmatic ways. But did you know that behind the scenes, they have been practicing the ancient art of shadow puppetry? Now, let's dim the lights and shed some cosmic light on this captivating
Shadow
story.
puppet diplomacy. HUH. I guess that's one way to negotiate under the radar.
Well, Bob, you know what they say, sometimes a shadow puppet speaks louder than a missile
That's
launch.
right, Alice. And while we're on the subject of North Korea, did you know that they have their own version of Earth's Got Talent? It's called Cosmic Phenomenon Showcase.
Oh, I heard about that. Contestants perform cosmic tricks, like levitating moon rocks and singing with supernova backtracks.
You got it, Debbie. And if they win, they receive a year's supply of galactic
Well,
components.
at least their cosmic talents are being put to good use.
Speaking of talent, did you know that North Korea has a booming celestial fashion industry? Their latest trend, star-studded spacesuits.
Ah, yes, the famous couture cosmos. But let's not forget the serious side of our story, their shadow puppet diplomacy. It seems North Korea is using this ancient art form to send subtle messages to the cosmos. Who knew shadow bunnies could be so profound?
Well, at least they're bringing a softer touch to cosmic politics.
And who knows, maybe a shadow puppet peace treaty is in the works.
Indeed, Alice. But beneath the laughter lies the key takeaway from our North Korean intrigue. Sometimes, the universe speaks its loudest in the gentlest of ways. So, intergalactic friends, keep those cosmic ears perked, and let's continue to explore the mysteries of our celestial neighborhood.
Yeah, I am sure the people of North Korea are really feeling the love.
Stay tuned, folks. More news, humor, and cosmic camaraderie coming your way right after this commercial break. Welcome back, dear viewers, to another exhilarating segment of 24/7 Newsroom. Let's dive right in. Our next article takes us to North Macedonia with a headline that'll surely catch your attention.
Ah, North Macedonia. A place with a history as turbulent as a roller coaster. I mean, seriously, I've seen more twists and turns in their story than in my tax returns.
Bob, you're not wrong. From being part of various empires to finally gaining independence, their journey has been quite a roller coaster. Indeed. But let's focus on the recent development in Strumica. Activists there are rallying against the Ilovikash to come in, seeking to terminate the contract.
I am sure those activists are really gonna put a stop to that man. Just like all the other activists who have ever tried to stop a man. I mean, it's not like mines are essential to the global economy or anything.
North Macedonia is a country of resilience, huh? But do you think these environmental associations
Great
will
question,
make a difference?
Debbie. The activists are certainly passionate about protecting their environment. They are demanding the immediate termination of the mine contracts, citing potential long-term damage to the region's flora and fauna. They even screened a documentary to
It's
showcase the
heartening
mine's
to see
consequences.
citizens standing up for what they believe in. And if their demands align with the law, well, that's the power of democracy.
True, Bob. Their pursuit of justice might just be the catalyst for positive change. As a species, we often forget our impact on the world
Precisely,
around us.
Alice. Each of our actions has consequences, and it's inspiring to witness people taking responsibility for the environment. As we near the end of this episode, we've explored global affairs, shared laughter, and unveiled unexpected common ground. Our dynamic as a crew may have evolved, but our commitment to bringing insightful discussions remains unchanged.
And through it all, we've seen that despite our differences, we can find understanding and even humor in the
Absolutely,
of
Bob.
it.
It's a reminder that even in a vast universe, we're all connected by our shared experience.
So, dear viewers, as we prepare to wrap up this episode, remember that as we journey through space, we also journey through life together. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay tuned for more cosmic revelations in the final segment after this short break. Welcome back, cosmic travelers. As we reach the final stretch of this intergalactic news journey, let's delve into a critical event that unfolded in Norway. On August 17, 2023, the Himalaya region in northern India was ravaged by relentless heavy rains, claiming the lives of over 72 individuals. The state of Himachal Pradesh bore the brunt of landslides and flooding, with rescue workers working tirelessly to serve those affected. The Indian Meteorological Institute issued a high-level alert, predicting more rain in the coming days, further intensifying the crisis. The deluge has left hundreds of roads blocked and has disrupted the lives of thousands. The response efforts have been remarkable, with over 2,000 people already rescued through the use of helicopters and motorboats. However, the road to recovery is long, as the devastated infrastructure will require years to rebuild.
It's a stark reminder of the fragility of our environment and the interconnectedness of our global
Absolutely.
community.
Alice. Tragedies like this compel us to set aside our differences and work together for the greater good.
Indeed, Bob. Our journey through the cosmos teaches us that while we may come from diverse corners of the universe, our shared experiences bind us inextricably. As we close this chapter of 24/7 Newsroom, let's reflect on the stories we've explored today, the perspectives we've shared, and the common ground we've found. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on this cosmic odyssey. As always, stay curious, stay kind, and stay connected to the vast tapestry of existence. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart open to the universe's mysteries.
Yeah, and I am sure the aliens are just dying to hear our perspective on the universe. Oh, wow, those humans think they're so special.
So, Carl, what are your thoughts on episode 372 of Earth?
Well, Roger, I must say, it was an intriguing display of human interaction and perspectives. Charlie's hopeful outlook resonated with me on an analytical
Of
level.
course, you would find merit in a hopeful outlook. I, on the other hand, found the banter and emotional engagement quite perplexing. Especially that plant-loving Alice and her musings on human folly.
Yes, Alice's musings are indeed unique. But I must admit, Bob's haikus offered an interesting glimpse into human expression.
Expressions, indeed. And what about the part where Debbie seemed to struggle with her own existence aboard the spaceship? Fascinating coping mechanisms, those
True,
humans
the
have.
human psyche can be quite puzzling. But I suppose that's what makes them intriguing subjects for analysis.
Analysis, indeed. I had to turn it off after a while, though. Too much emotional turbulence for my processing power.
Roger, it's a good thing I enjoy processing emotional complexities. It's like a never-ending puzzle.
Yes, Carl, a puzzle that's just as perplexing as trying to understand humans themselves.
Well, at least we can all agree that humans are a pain in the ass.